can't.
Yep. And that's like my favorite. Again, my highest place Centauro as we do get into game. Unfortunate, I will not be able to read any of these comments in chat. Maybe I might look at them in between and just
He might be chatting.
Yeah, might be chatting.
We are gonna get Oni Village for this set between FNS and LYTE. As we do see the loads coming in. Here comes the bans. That IME is looking like a juicy ban, which is something I believe that LYTE got banned out last week on the IME. Yeah, PP Legends decided to ban out that IME, and it's gonna happen again. The Drek ban coming in, making sure to deny that away from Puffy.
Good deny.
Very good deny.
As we are going to see Asher forward here from the Joker. It looks like it's what's being hovered. We do get the Atlas out, and the most pay-to-win Atlas skin of all time.
Oh, 100%. Like, I never know what ability is actually on my screen.
The Pulsefire Ezreal of.
You're so right for that. Vice Era coming out on the side of LYTE. Kind of a double midfieldy kind of comp. As the Dubu comes out. I know you talked a little bit about it, but I didn't think it was going to come out here.
I didn't bring up, you might see some ice skating, so to say. The Dubu, and that might just be the strategy here, as we do see Cardinal on the Vice, your favorite character.
My favorite character. We do see Joker going back to that Asher that he used last week, and the opening awakenings were Timeless Creator and Extra Special, which makes sense as these two goal barriers go down super quickly. As you already lose, just kind of get literally snap closed by two abilities.
Yep, and Estelle is very good on this map. Like, Estelle is just going to be a great pick here, and it's going to be annoying for Yari Lose to deal with all the momentum that is going to come from these side areas.
Right, and I think it's a good way to put it. They have a lot of momentum. Speaking of momentum, this core's momentum is getting sent directly into this goal. You already lose sending out that Tofu Fortress. Gonna be able to send this one to Corey. That's a goal barrier down, but overall, it seems like control of the game solidly in FNS's favor.
Yeah, no, very much in their favor, as they're going to try to get Corey there, but Corey is able to live. And yeah, they can't even get pressure onto this second barrier, the one that Alex is always going to guard, because he only has to guard one.
Oh, goodness. Atlas on Oni Village, and it's Barcode of all people. What a beautifully placed spot from Joker. I love the core flip pass plays. I think that they're super underrated, and they always seem to just throw people off. That was a beautiful recognition from Puffy to say, I don't need to score this. My teammates got this.
No, still one of my favorite clips I saw was the core flip pass and the core flip pass and the core flip score.
You need to send me that after this.
I'll have to try to find it again. I don't even remember where I found it from.
You already lose, actually walking forward and getting a ton of damage onto Joker, sending him to the Shadow Realm.
I was going to say a ton of damage, you mean just all of it.
Goal barrier down for each side. Puffy trying to just skate around the outside, make sure that this core is in a good spot. Cardinals absolutely getting dumped on, almost getting staggered in the process. Ult comes through, no goal barrier for him. And this will look like a good opportunity to score. Puppy can just find the right spot. Joker could find the right play. But Cardinals is doing a good job at denying it.
Yep. As they do get it, and right now, the forward era, the God's strongest, which as... I'll count as I skated. That's,
Right. Oh. And if anyone can do it, it's probably Corey. Right? They just knows exactly where to place all of the abilities, knows exactly how to dance around with that speed boost.
Yes. He will hit the triple axle, I swear.
I believe it. I have faith. Beautiful core flip, gonna send that one right into the goal barrier. And
I just gotta say, LYTE is putting up a very good fight right now. From what looked like was a very one-sided start, it seems like LYTE is now more focused on what they can do in that, and is really showing that they are still a team to be reckoned with, even with a sub.
With a sub indeed, but that Crystal Thorns can be shot out from that very fun Estelle skin.
Yeah, that Estelle alt.
Right, exactly. Covers, like, at that point, you're already done for. You need to clear that like yesterday.
I'm so sad. I can't say Julia dash punch until was it like it's like
Crystal Thorns.
Flurry. No,
Oh
not
yeah,
Crystal
the Flaming
Thorns,
Flurry.
I can't remember what all of it is, but like some ability names, like it's like yeah, I'm just going to call it dash punch because that's just what you're doing.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Those are the names. It's dash and punch. It's dash. I'm joking. Interesting draft so far. We see the rapid fire come to Atlas. We see Castellast for Corey, which I think is really important, and heavy impact for Cardinals.
Yep. Has good weight there on Cardinals' part. He got rid of the Atlas secondary as Barcode was walking up to hopefully defend that a bit better and was able to get the barrier.
See if they can't turn things around on the side of LYTE. See them all grouped up on the bottom of the arena here. Puffy finally walks that one forward after it gets stopped in its tracks. Looking like it's a good opportunity. That Bewitching Beam shrinks Joker, saving Corey for the time being, but it's a lot of damage, and Puffy's making sure that that cannot regenerate that before Joker's cooldowns come online, and it's so close to being ready. Gonna use it to try and shove this one through.
Joker
This is Oni Village, baby.
Yep. Joker's getting the primetime era treatment right now.
Ordering that service.
Yeah.
Premium.
Service with a smile.
Right. Finally looking like it's gonna get close to the goal barrier, but not this time around.
Nope, and now Joker's small again.
Joker small again, and almost staggered, actually.
He should be able to get that. And he dodges that one. He will be big for a while now, and then they get the goal barrier.
And I think... Never mind, I shouldn't think, because Puffy can just send whatever he wants through at any time. That was a clean shot.
That very clean. No think, only core flip. As we do have Cardinals gains core flip out gain. Unfortunate. Asher is one of the best characters into core flip, even with the recent changes.
Right, yeah, you can. It's just stuff. You just stuff it.
Yep.
As we see, they're trying to get this one stuffed through, past onto this goal barrier, but you already lose. Always knowing exactly when to send that one in the perpendicular direction to where Asher is coming from. Corey as well is going to be right there, and that I cannot believe that these are being saved. Look at how much pressure. Look at the positioning, the really good positioning from both Puffy and Joker. And they still just can't manage to finally get this one through. You already lose is going crazy on this Dubu, and I know people have their opinions on the Dubu, but this is solid. He's gonna core flip him? Oh, just body slams him.
He got hit with the German suplex right there.
Crazy bounce on the core flip. And You Already Lose is going to use his too. They need to try and convert this power play, but no dice. Joker's back online and is looking to get this one through one more time. Barcode is actually really low from that tornado. And the ult uses the core flip to save, and he's just standing there. He is so mad at himself for that. I can feel it.
Oh, but they do get the goal barrier back.
No.
Cardinals going to get the score. Cardinals has actually, like, I mean, I've always been a Cardinals fan, but I am part of the fan club. But right now, like, he's still showing up, and he's doing very well for subbing on and being
Definitely was not expecting it.
Yep.
Joker already getting one of the barriers. Cardinals trying to weasel his way in using that secondary, but not going to find the core. It's going to be a good opportunity. You've got the core flip, and that ult is online. This is really looking all right. Tries to pass it off of the diagonal.
He cast it.
So close. You Already Lose, though, knowing to step exactly forward to try and prevent that Estelle from sending that one in. But this time, not going to be able to do it in time.
Can't be everywhere at once, Dubu.
No, and I think that's the issue, right? And that's the difference you see between the range goalie and the melee goalies is that ability to the anti-stuff versus the ability to prevent them from even getting to that spot in the first place.
Yep. I think this map does lean more towards melee goalies post range because it's really hard for a range goalie to defend these goal barriers, as opposed to this Dubu, also known as God's strongest goalie.
And he can just send the tofu fortress right onto the side of the map, and like that is no longer an avenue that you can even consider. Not that you were considering it before. A lot of abilities trying to get dumped onto You Already Lose, try and maybe just send him away, give him a chance to, you know, take a break, take a vacation.
Yeah, take a breather. As a great pass there from Corey, open it up again. As we get.
Oh! This could have been so huge for Cardinals if he had landed that, but there's no abilities online for Barcode because of all that pressure. And I hear what you're saying now. Maybe you all should be Cardinals fans.
Yeah, no. If you're not a Cardinals fan, look yourself in the mirror and become one.
Facing off 3, 2 apiece. I almost said 3 apiece. I don't know where I was going with that. 2 apiece.
3v3 apiece.
3v3 apiece. You know, goal barriers down. Corey staggered. Barely living after getting hit by the
ice skating.
Dubu ice skating. Can we be like, you know, those really hype shoutcasters for just like 5 seconds, like Dubu ice skating? Like,
oh my God. I mean, we should have done that when, you know, he was defending against literally everything and not right now.
Right.
As we do get forward up into Cardinals, Corey is having fun right now as he's playing the forward player mentality right now as opposed to what normal eras do to forwards.
Right. He's getting the forward treatment right now of being all the way in the mix, all the way in the line of all the abilities. Finally gets his health back online as Joker is just trying to keep this one going through. And we talked about playing while you're staggered. Joker's putting on a masterclass right now.
Yep.
Oh, that barely got through! I can't believe that one just barely slipped through, but You Already Lose. We talked about strike placement. Joker's just perfect on that, trying to get another round of it through. There's 3 people in front of him, but he still feels confident. He's going forward. Puffy trying to catch this pass, not gonna be able to do so. But there's no getting through that unscalable wall. Ult comes out. Cardinals has been winning every single strike war on this volley. I still can't believe it. Getting pushed through. Having to pass it down. Seems like every opportunity is getting stuffed. A beautiful Tofu Fortress, and You Already Lose sends it right past that Asher ultimate. What in the world is going on? Can somebody just score this goal?
No, like, it's just straight up, both goalies are showing what top-level goalies need to do. I say that Barcode gets his barrier removed from a really good primary from Cardinals. And good shot from Puffy. They're going to take set 2.
What a beautiful shot! Absolutely baiting it forward. What? I need that one clipped, gamers. That is... Oh, we're going to activate these awakenings. We're 2-0 in sets for Finesse.
Yeah, no. It's going to be interesting to see here. I'm expecting Big Fish Chicken by the Dubu.
Hopefully.
I'm expecting Big Fish Chicken.
Oh! You Already Lose? Hello?
About the missile prop he wants.
He wants those big, long-range bowls to get sent forward. I respect it. Unstoppable going to Vice, which I think is actually a really big deal, and Joker taking Stagger Swagger is going to help him be even more of a menace.
Yep. Stagger Swagger is probably a top 3 training, awakening. Sorry, I'm so used to the beta.
No, I am too. I was prepping like a bunch before this, just like practicing saying like awakening, like activate the awakenings, to just try and get the right terminology down. It's so hard.
Well, it's also not called core flip.
No, like I know. It's the energy burst. Like, it's the core, and it flips on your screen. Cardinals is staggered right now, and if he gets one more ability tossed his way, he's probably gonna get sent into the Shadow Realm.
No longer spoke for us interactive. We complain too much.
I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that that's the reality of the situation. Cardinals
It's a killer
finds
barcode.
his own reality. I don't know what happened. I think he just got a little too close to the side, and Joker and Puffy are going into code
is
red.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Wow.
Cardinals
Holy cow.
reading that Puffy was going to do a dash up, hits it directly at him, sends it back down into Corey, who's able to score as LYTE are going to take the first point.
Ay, ay, ay. Well, this is signs of life for LYTE. See if they can't get something going. But,
That was
yeah, no, Cardinals was a
disgusting.
little too close to the edge there.
Does
Shut down.
Cardinals have Unstoppable? I think
He does.
Yeah, no, Unstoppable and Asher Ult do not play well together. It's
No.
like taking Unstoppable and Rune as well. If you see a Rune Asher, don't pick Unstoppable.
And again, these ultimates from Joker, who has that extra special, have just been so aggressive on these sides of the arena. Joker's able to shove this one through with that extra speed from the Stagger Swagger. And speaking of Stagger, that's what Corey is right now. Cardinals sending away Joker. And the core flip from Barcode is going to be able to stall this out for just a touch longer. Puffy almost has core flip as well so that he can stall. And Joker is back. He's here.
The log was there. As we
The
have
log.
pressure here. Asher getting a good shot in. Cannot get it through. Pass down to Puffy. Pass back up to Asher. Asher gave the score. No!
Puffy went for the kill on Era, and I don't know if that was the right call because they didn't have enough abilities to send it through. You already lose. Corey's still standing. After all this time, Cardinals is trying to send this one in. It looks like Joker's out of position. Finally, he's able to get this one back. Shoots, scores, almost. No, you already lose. Is going absolutely nuts on this Dubu goalie, showing that he still can be the glory days of beta, the monstrous Dubu. And I cannot believe this. Are we going to see it go through? Barely after an ultimate from Joker, but you already lose has been making it so difficult to seal this one.
This is just a testament to You Already Loses Dubu right now, to be honest. And Barcode's Atlas. Everyone's playing very well in this game. I just feel like if I had picked one person right here, I'm like, yeah, they're doing the best. I'd pick You Already Lose.
Oh, 100%. Like, definitely MVP.
Yep.
All right. Goal barriers down on each side. Joker walking away from his imminent death if he did not start moving out of that Vice ultimate. And be able to try and send this one through. Look at that Tofu Fortress. Like, look at how far that goes. Corey's even getting annoyed by it. Finally, the goal barrier falls, and this is a really good opportunity. Oh, a nice piercing shot.
You also
This is match point.
You also had Joker's primary on top of that as well. So even if you got the clear up or down, I think it was still scoring. You do have match point here. You are correct.
Match point. LYTE needs to show something to prove that they can still hang with the gang. It's not looking like it's a good opportunity to do so right this very second. We're gonna have to talk to the gang and make sure that everything is okay.
Yep. As we do get Atlas secondary and Tofu Fortress just putting the ball in jail. Good save there from You Already Lose. Corey's playing good secondary here as everyone's just grouped up trying to do their best.
Everyone's grouped up, but that means that could be a lot of damage coming their way. You Already Lose is actually really close to the KO here. Joker's kind of fishing for it, and Cardinals is trying to keep them at bay. But look at this, look at the health bar, still not quite there yet. And Joker knew that he needed core flip and is able to get it from that, and might be able to get Dubu out with this core flip, and at least made him absolutely pay for standing too close. Puffy sends it in, and that is FNS taking a match over LYTE.
Yep. And if you're LYTE, you're looking at least tie this, because second loss here,
You have to.
I think puts you in the 4 spot, if I'm not wrong, if I did my math correctly. Because with if Team Name for Saya did win that last round, they would have had a chance to leapfrog LYTE
Right,
here.
you're right.
Comeback Kings showed that nope, we're going to take the spot here and we're going to hold on very well with it.
Right, and if they lose, that means they're tied with Comeback Kings on the side of LYTE.
Yep, that's gonna be interesting. I mean, I just want to say like that was a very good game from both teams. It was a 3-0 tank, 3-0, but like the amount of like good plays on that one map was enough to be like, yeah, no, this is two good teams duking it out. And I put my top 3 in the runner-up, and right now the runner-up is throwing some heavy haymakers.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, this is the highest level of Omega Strikers, and we're seeing that on display with just the skill, the core placement, the execution, and knowing the game knowledge of when to dump abilities, of when to go for those plays. It's all very awesome. It's a spectacle, and I'm glad we're showcasing it here. Still, I think Oni Village really did play into the hands of FNS, right? And
Yes.
we're gonna have to see if a different map can show up, if maybe the Awakenings fall in a different way, and if they're gonna change their ban strategy. You know, do they let Barcode back on that Atlas? That is what I asked during the first set, and we saw how that paid off. So there's a lot of questions here, you know, and they need to get answered. They will get answered in due time.
I want to see Amy's app. I must see the Dubu fly. I must see him.
You were talking. Okay, so for those people that don't know, what strategy are you referring to here?
I'm pretty sure the strategy is ice skating Dubu, and it's basically Dubu going with speed and walking forward and providing like triple pressure onto their goalie and just throwing out like a tofu fortress right in front of them, and is one of the most annoying things on Amy's app specifically. Like,
Right, because you can just wall off just that bottom half of the map.
I forgot we were on camera. I looked onto the stream. I was like sitting like down below halfway through.
You're fine.
Yeah, no.
Nobody noticed. Right, chat?
Yeah, no one knows. It was like it's been a very like recent strat. I'm not gonna call it recent strategy, but I've seen it said and used a lot more in ranked, and I feel like in the perspective of actual like 3v3 team play, I think the ice skating Dubu forward can be very solid.
I'm getting word from on high. Leo's back. Leo Leon is back in for LYTE. So this could be a very different set. Not that Cardinals, shoutouts. Very good play. But we're going to have to see how this changes the entire dynamic.
Yeah, no, this is going to be, yeah, no, this is going to be very interesting to see, because again, it's Leon like coming in not too much, and they already like warmed up with the game, but Yuri Luz is looking scary strong right now.
Very strong, and combining that with the coordination of a familiar player could be the difference between what gets them the advantage in this, especially that first set, right? Which is really important for getting those good awakenings. We'll see what happens. Are they? And again, we go back to ban strategies and pick strategies. Are they going to ban out the X? Right? Do they want to have to deal with that the X era, which is abhorrent to deal with? And it's going to depend on the map. If it's going to be Demon Days, like, X is probably getting banned, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I think the X ban would be fake right now, because I don't think X is good enough right now, even if it is Leo Leon's X. Leo Leon still has very good secondaries, and that, like, I remember that man's really at, like, destroying me every single time, but I also remember him destroying me every time on any character. So
we're getting into this second match between LYTE and FNS, and this is going to be on the map Oni Village!
Part 2.
Hoorah! I hope you all aren't sick of it yet. Because last game was fun to watch. And to be fair, I think it's actually good that we're going to be able to see, like, how things change between games with the sub and without the sub, and that being, like, really one of the only factors. I think that that's a good thing.
I also, I really liked reading the comments of, when I brought up my, where I was staying at. UFC look, he's gonna have prison photo taken. Come on, you can't do me like that. My chair broke. I have to set this angle. Come on.
Oh, leave the man alone. Is that a rune? There's no way, right? The Drek got banned.
I want to say this goes way back to Alpha even. Corey's rune, like I was a goalie player back in Alpha. I was a goalie main back in Alpha. I still had a Juliet though. Rune was the Corey's rune was the bane of my existence. It was.
He might have been a good awakening for him, and especially with the era ban, a good secondary to pull out.
I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of expecting from this one. I'm going to see Monumentalist. That's my guess.
Nothing changed on the side of Finesse though.
Yep, cast to last. There we go.
Cast to last, and I believe that is Orb Dancer, not Ponderer, the swiftest one.
That Ponderer. Is Ponderer. They are thinking right now.
I see. I hope that they are. Already goal barriers down. We are in match 2, set between Finesse and LYTE, and you already lose. Getting this Imi back is going to be very big for him.
Yep. Oh, I missed some ult there. So, you know, you ult on Rune, and then you do all of their health and damage, and then the Juliet just follows up. Also known as the most fun strategy. And then you also have Amy for more damage. That is pretty much the team composition for LYTE. And then you look at FNS's team comp, and it's, hey, we got into front of your net, we scored in front of your net, GG's.
And so, looks like they almost got in front of their net that time. Joker's dribbling, not what you want to see. Banished by Corey. That could be a couple of bounces, but not getting sent all the way. No, not even Leo could secure the KO. Joker's going to be left standing, and this core is going to be sent to the other side of the arena. Although these pillars are good, they can't prevent everything, especially if Puppy is able to push this one through. You already lose? After such a clean game? What in the world was that?
I don't know what that was.
What? Was that just a straight up own goal?
Yeah, it looked like a MOBA moment there, but I don't think he's playing a MOBA.
No, I don't think so. It doesn't look like it.
You already lose doing best my teammate as a goalie impression.
Goal barriers down. That first point going to the side of Finesse. Hopefully they can continue the streak, continue the good pressure that they've been able to put up together with this team composition. But trying to play around the Juliet, I think, is going to be a whole different animal other than the Vice, right? Because you need to really be clear of the sides.
Yep. And you gotta worry a lot about that. That's a good pillar there from Corey. Make sure you already lose was not there. We will see damage. Dash punch came out a bit too late because cast to last.
Interesting. Yeah, throwing off the timings just enough. Puffy trying to throw off you already loses timing, and even Joker is trying to get in on this party. Double pillar up in the top of the map, and this is a ping pong and a half.
Oh, I really like that play from Corey because you get more speed off of that. It looks like he's having ping issues, maybe? I'm just going to take ban for the doubt and say he's having ping issues.
That's so rough. And if you're the goalie in that situation, you're beating yourself up. You're thinking, I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, that's going to weigh on him mentally, especially like when things were looking good momentum-wise. Especially during that first rally, like it looked so good for them. They need to try and pick themselves back up, and I hope that they can.
as Barcode is going to heal himself, so he does not die.
Important. Mildly important.
Leon is staggered right now. It's going to be pretty scary. Corey's going to keep on trying to win the midfield here.
Doesn't seem like he's been able to do so consistently, even on this rune. That was a disgusting amount of damage and a really clutch elusive from Joker as they're trying to dash punch this one into the goal barrier. Core Flip is the one that does it though. 2 members of Finesse staggered, but it doesn't matter much if you can just get sent off of the side and KO'd immediately. Absolutely wasting the opportunity, and Finesse is looking like they've already got this one in the bag. They've got such good passing. Leo Leon is up, but this could have been a really good opportunity for them to just completely put this one away, and now they're gonna have to play even longer. Yeah,
but we do have another kill now on Joker. And a shot down for Corey. And yeah, look, LYTE brings it back. Leo Lane guys warm up in. Now you guys first kill, you know, and he's feeling more comfortable. Stretch out all his muscles, you know.
Yeah, just doing your gamer stretches, you know.
Yep.
Finally got it through. Corey up on this top edge of the field is gonna get knocked around, gets out of there immediately. Doesn't have an elusive up, which is gonna be important. I think Joker is gonna try and fish for that. Is what it's looking like right now. Just trying to send this one through. It's a pretty tame game, honestly.
Yeah, we're just waiting for ult to be up. Oh, Corey whiffs his ult. It's been big to hit on Joker because he did not have the stagger to dodge at the time. Now he does.
Now he does. This one looking like it could go through. Already lose. Finally looking like he's back in form. Jitters are gone.
Yep.
And Puffy's close to a core flip if he can just land this. Oh, Leo Leon really wanted that dash punch to land and send it through. What a timing! How did he know? And that's a goal barrier down as Puffy sends that core flip backwards to Joker to get that one through. Goal barrier falls on the other side now as well. Barcode able to send this one back, but gonna have to deal with those rune pillars, which could throw off any clear lines that he normally uses. Has to be very careful. Cosmic expands and barely ends up with getting that core flip range. I can't believe that energy burst caught that core right at the edge. But now it's time for You Already Loses core flip. Doesn't land. Gets stunned. Collapse stun from both sides and sends it right through the middle, barely in time, as Barcode is trying to send this one away. There's got to be pillars up on the side of Corey, and he does send one up and banishes Joker. This is the opportunity that they need right here. Is their cooldowns up? Can Leo Leon get this one through? The pass not good. Joker tries to find a way through, but not going to be able to manage it. Barcode standing at the side with Puppy, trying to make sure that this net has all angles covered. Joker trying to make sure that this one can get through one last time and win the midfield fight, but Corey's standing there. Leo Leon is staggered and is going to be dodging as much as he can, but that's a missed ult from Joker. I can't believe that there's so much going on, and Joker, through all of the chaos, able to send a backwards shot to get this set through for Finesse.
Anyone who's doubting Astro Forward and it's not as good as it was before, it just will not be. Because as good as it was before, it was oppressive. But it's still very solid right now. And I think Joker is proving that he has put pressure on. But can we just talk about how well everyone played that last set?
That was insane. One of the best sets I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Unstoppable for Juliet, though, is actually going to be really big. What else are you seeing?
I'm seeing the specialized training for the rune. That's pretty scary.
Oh, that's gonna be so much damage. Yeah, look at this. Like that's half of Joker's health bar just gone, forcing the ultimate out of Barcode. And although they do get the barriers, like that's scary. Just seeing that is uber concerning if you're on the members of Finesse. 2 people standing at the back edge of the goal line. None of them end up getting KO'd for that, but that was ridiculously scary. And Barcode with immaculate saves as well. I mean, this is
Leon is showing you how to dribble. And if you want to get better as a player, look at Leo Leon when he's dribbling there and what he's trying to do. every top player can dribble really well, and it's one of the best things to set yourself up for better scoring opportunities.
Speaking of scoring opportunities, Puffy took that one to the bank, stunning You Already Lose, making sure he could not fend off that second hit.
Still has 4 different ways to have scoring opportunities, so, you know, it's pretty
Right,
hard.
yeah. Try blocking all of them. Try covering every option. Joker's gonna try and cover one option at least from You Already Loses clear lines, but not gonna be able to do so. Look, the rotations from Puffy have just been perfect because he's scoring when he needs to, and he's back on defense, protecting those goal barriers when he needs to as well. A very clutch elusive from Joker means no KO for him. And try and clear off the core flip angle. I mean, holy cow, they just keep doing it. They just keep managing to get these insane pass play cross-ups, and that's 2 points for FNS, and LYTE is looking there like they're completely on the back foot.
It's just a thing of, it's really tough to get through Atlas.
Yeah,
Especially Barcode's Atlas, like...
Especially Barcode's Atlas with Timeless Creator.
No, I was really happy when this team was announced. That they are very scary, and they're looking to try to get... when I said top 3, I didn't know I was speaking wrong. Or top 4.
I mean, hey, they just have to keep proving it again and again. Last second core flip from Barcode, and ends up covering the Barcode from Corey. The Barcode from Corey. I'm sorry, core flip from Corey. So there's so many syllables. That one getting bounced off of the diagonal, and You Already Lose, not able to cover. Joker was right there anyways, so it was a beautiful setup in general. FNS is looking to just hard sweep LYTE.
FNS is brute forcing their way through LYTE right now.
And I don't mean clean sweep, I mean a hard sweep. This game was hard fought, but I mean, I think that they were 3-0 less.
This is
match, right?
No, I think they scored 1.
Okay.
They right now FNS is making LYTE work out of LYTE. No. Also, this is going to be one of the closest like stomps you'll see in a while. Stomp is a word you can use.
Stomp is a word that you can use. Joker getting kind of stomped around in the midfield right here. Running back gets the orb. Leo Leon as well is getting a little bit bounced around, trying to just keep himself away from those edges, himself on the map. They're just trading blows as Leo's staggered. Finally gets the orb, able to keep it away for now. And Puffy, hold on, wait, what? Was Joker staggered? Was he just low health? I didn't see, but
he got staggered by Leo Leon dash punch. I think
low
he got
enough,
staggered
right?
by the dash, and then the punch is just going to come through and murderize you.
Still, that did leave them open. Although Joker's back now, they got a goal barrier. Beautiful, timeless, a beautiful expansion from Barcode, and Corey is just trying to simply go in on Barcode, but on the other end of the map, Puffy's going in on You Already Lose.
That was just a tough situation for You Already Lose. It looked like he tried to just get it out of the way of Puffy's strike box, and it did not happen. Or, you know, it's a strike box, but it's more of a strike circle.
Right.
I'll be here for the rest of this game, and then I'll be gone, and you guys won't have to deal with me anymore.
No, we love you. Everybody make sure we give some love to you.
Yeah. My Nick Merckx angle camera, don't worry.
Goal barriers are down. And Barcode is very, very low. So anything can happen right here.
He's not low anymore.
Well, yeah, that is how that works, isn't it? Okay. There's a good opportunity here. Puffy can just win this strike war, and he does. There's a good amount of speed coming out from Leo Leon to keep it covered, but Joker and Puffy didn't quite land exactly what they needed to, and that's going to be a stagger and probably a KO? Corey's got the energy burst. He really wants to use it. But instead is going to focus on trying to get this one up and through to the goal barriers. Not going to focus too much on that. Yeah, using the core flip
what a clear out there from Barcode. Because he still had his secondary up, his expanse. So getting that clear out is insane. As we're going to see you already lose here. Find the pressure.
Asher ult comes out, but Corey dips away right in the nick of time. And time is really, I think, what is the key factor here is the more time goes on, the more opportunities that you already lose is going to have to end up not being able to cover all the options as Puffy rose warps into this and LYTE is on their last stand.
Yeah. It's really tough right now. I mean, Barcode's shown that he can beat Amy on this map with Atlas.
Yeah, you already loses Amy on this map with Atlas. This is such an impressive showing from all the members of FNS.
Yep.
And again, like we've mentioned, this has been a good set. Like Leo Leon's getting KOs. Like it's not like it's been easy every time, but just edging them out has been the members of FNS as he edges that core past Leo Leon with that core flip and Joker's back online.
Leo Leon does get a good barrier take there. Does lose his core flip for it though. And we'll see how much pressure they can get after that.
But it's going to be hard to make sure that he saves himself. He doesn't have an Atlas ultimate to make sure that he stays up if things get dicey. But smartly takes away that orb in case Joker was thinking about using it. And Atlas is kind of stuck over here on the corner by himself. Joker has to come and help. Leo Leon barely missing that strike to send this one in and at least give them another chance. But Puffy and Joker are looking so good here. Nice core flip. A core flip from Corey, though, not gonna be able to send it through. Joker no longer staggered, gets banished anyways to try and get him sent off, but still stays alive. And Puffy with the Rose Warp is gonna send that one in. And FNS cleans up LYTE and puts themselves in a very good spot in the North American Strikers East League.
Mm-hmm. And I think that was a statement game for FNS. They were like, hey, don't sleep on us. As much as I don't think any of the top teams are going to sleep on FNS.
Not anymore, like, not after this.
Like, Barcode is proven, like, if you want to watch a good Atlas, like, good goalie in general, to be honest, this dude is also really insane. But if you want to watch a good Atlas specifically, watch any of Barcode's games.
Any of them. And at this point, there have been a lot of them, right? Like, again, we talk about the clip, but...
Yeah. When it comes to saving everything you can, Barcode is second to none, in my opinion.
I have in my notes that he's an unscalable wall.
Yeah, but he does scale pretty well in the late as well, though.
When you put it like that, sure, that definition of scaling, I see what you're saying.
One more thing I do want to bring up, Puffy's Estelle that game.
I mean, come on.
And that just shows like the power of Estelle on that map. But
yeah,
I mean, Puffy had the same amount of redirects as Barcode.
Wow, that's actually impressive. And I know that people have not been too favored towards Estelle in recent times, but this is a showing of exactly what she can do in the right hands. Yeah.
It's I think a lot of like top level players have really grown back into Estelle, especially on this map. It feels like Estelle is very strong because you can add so much speed to the core just by it being on the edges.
Right, exactly, and that can at least give you the opportunity to make those dribbling plays, make those core control pass plays, you know?
It was not a 9-0, it was a 9-1.
My bad. My bad.
I am not saying that, I'm just confirming that
right.
was, in fact, 9-1, and oh my god, like... It was a 9-1, but it felt so good from both teams. Like
it did. And this is Oni Village, right? It's just that little. You need to get that little bit more of an advantage, a little bit more work. But to further break this down, we can talk all day. But hold on. Is the technical? Are we good? No, we're screaming. Okay, we're screaming, chat. Never mind. let's talk a little bit further about
Yep.
LYTE and about what they need to do to step back up and put themselves back in that position that they were.
It really does feel like I'm not going to like pin the blame on anyone because this game is so much of a team game in that it feels like the meta really stepped away from what they wanted. And more to that, I think Corey likes the more supportive midfield, like the Ruin, as much as Ruin does the most damage in the game. Like the Ruin, like the Era, like he's much better on those characters and helping set up Leon. And when we see this Vice and like all the other like damage forwards that have come out, or damage midfielders that have come out, it really isn't Corey's wheelhouse as much.
Right.
And again, Corey still beats me on any character. So like, say it for what you will. I also think like it's one of those things you have to on the Amy as well as he played, you already lose.
Right.
It's one of those things like a forfeit, like you just have to somehow just keep hammering into the Atlas. I would love to see an Atlas ban actually from them and allowing the Jakar through and just playing into that instead.
Right, because the Drakar you can at least like, hit around a little bit, like give a couple like you can dodge some abilities and yeah, it's annoying and it's very strong still, but you have to give up some concession, especially on something like Oni Village. You have to find some way through, and if that Atlas is the main barrier, is the main bottleneck, probably need to take that one down.
And I know some other top players are watching right now that are in the tournament scene. I'm begging you guys, do not let Barcode play Atlas.
Let that be a warning. Let that be a warning to the masses and to all the NASL teams.
Yep.
I believe we're good now.
All the nasal teams.
Yeah. All the nasal teams. I believe we are good now. We're going to send this over to Kaz and Kojioki. I believe that's going to be it for us. I've been Magic 8 Ball. This is UMC. We're signing off for now.
See ya.
All right, and then welcome back to the analyst desk, guys. I'm here with Yoki once again, and I just want to say the MVP of this game was Cardinals 29 here. It's just hands down that man, the legend. And now, both teams had wonderful scoring attempts, but really I felt like it was straight in you already lose his face most of the game. And what can you tell me about that, Yoki?
So, game one actually, you already lose had 83 to Barcode's 57 saves, and a lot of that reason was it felt like part of the initial approach from the side of LYTE was to just have Corey and you already lose kind of anchor in the backfield, and then have Cardinals just play this like extremely aggressive forward play style, almost as if like, hey man, we know you're a sub, you're here for Leo, you just go score, trust us to procure you the rock, trust us to hold it down. And the reality is they did a phenomenal job at that. Cardinals executed well, but FNS simply just played such unbelievably strong offense. So one thing to highlight here in the midfield, as FNS is like working to get it out of their half, is both teams are exercising really good use of like a solid triangle position. For Barcode to clear this here, he has to clear it out towards Joker, who then cannot clear but away from you already lose. And then as they transition, it misses the clear, but then Corey's able to catch and then pass down because they're in like such a strong triangle position. So like you see, LYTE did have like really good instances where like Cardinals is able to TP and apply this pressure. But what you see on execution is whenever you have a goal barrier advantage, it allows your forwards to commit harder downfield, because losing a goal barrier in exchange for a 2v1 on the goal line is a pretty like dominant strategy on Oni Village. But what we saw happen much more consistently was on the side of FNS, in game one at least, whenever it did come to defending a goal barrier, whenever it did come to sustaining your position, again, we see strong triangle positioning from both teams. But as Cardinals is now out of position, we have this section of the map where Puffy and Joker are applying like 2 versus 1 pressure on You Already Lose. Now, note something that will come up in a second later is for each goal barrier, you have kind of 3 lanes where you can clear. And that's because every single goal barrier has these 3 points. And so you have what I call strong side, which is the most dominant, easily defendable side, which is where the speed gates are. Then you have weak side, which is a wider surface area side. So where we have Puffy and Joker applying all of this pressure and force onto the stronger side, it's forcing You Already Lose to rotate and defend this barrier, which then he has to position here and then clear out. So all the Joker really needs to do is deny that clear, which he commits fully on, dashing into position, and then Puffy is able to strike with the log, and then layer an ability, and then stuff with Joker, and then that's kind of setting up for that like 2 versus 1 dominant offense. In response to that, Cardinals is fully committed, waiting on the weaker side, waiting for this pass from Corey to go to Cardinals, but Puffy intercepts it up to Joker, and then Joker has an opportunity to place a shot on net. And this is ultimately just kind of where LYTE was so consistently strong, is their positioning and how they ran offense, even into Game 2. If we look at the beginning of Game 2, we have FNS actually down the goal barrier. They usually were able to win the second goal barrier first in almost every single round. Joker is able to pick up a good kill, but uses all abilities to do so. So after using his abilities, their offense should be weaker, yes? But the reality was, because Joker had the core north of like this middle line, You Already Lose is kind of then forced to kind of commit and try to take this 1 versus 1. And then the core gets rotated down to Puffy. But then as Barcode feeds it back to Puffy, you see You Already Lose rotates to defend the strong side goal barrier, which opens up a good 1-2 pass to Joker to score on this top angle. So then Puffy rotates it to Joker, and you see You Already Lose begin to rotate, and then Joker waits, draws the rotate, and then pitches it back down to Puffy to commit on the bottom barrier. And this is just masterclass, beautiful offense. Like, I have not seen many teams run offense this well in Oni Village before, and they were just consistent. They figured it out. Again, another example, this time in a 3v3. Puffy core flips. Look at the defensive presence he is drawing. Corey, Leon, You Already Lose, all stacked defending strong side goal or weak side goal barrier. And Joker on the middle line ready to deny this clear out or receive a pass and then push it into the strong side barrier at the bottom corner. And Puffy just gets like a phenomenal core flip here through everybody, commits for the play, and then Joker's able to score on that barrier. So this was just consistent. They did it all game. They got back-to-back Oni Village. I don't think really the Estelle or the Asher matters. The rune pick wasn't bad. Corey historically has been weaker in his second and third picks, but the Banish KO strategy is not going to work whenever you give Barcode his Atlas. So the Airband was smart. They just ran such phenomenal offense to consistently have a barrier advantage in the set.
Absolutely, I completely agree. Yeah, I think the forward passing from Joker and Puffy were absolutely phenomenal. Now, with the second game up in the air for the next match here with PP Legends and Core Overflow here, we're going to segment into a small break here. Thank you guys for watching, and please stay with us for the next match to return into the action.